right, it's the Rundown. It's brought to you by NASCAR. They're headed to the great Midwest and the home of the automobile at Michigan International Speedway. Only 2 races left until the playoffs, so the Cup Series drivers are putting it all on the line to win this race, and the Barstool Sports book is offering exclusive bets when you get into all the action, and you can win big. There's a lot to bet on with NASCAR, so you can stay tuned for our picks. Are you into NASCAR, Jeff?
I actually do watch NASCAR.
Give me a good pick.
And when
here.
I'm in,
Who's hot right now?
Eric Almirola.
Eric Almirola.
Probably like plus 1,800.
That's the official pick from Jeff D. Lowe. That's it. If he wins, he gets credit. If he loses, you hammer Jeff D. Lowe.
Keegs and Spider. They're
Spiders are. I mean, Spider is the NASCAR king. He's just not within earshot right now. What do you think, Kelly?
I went to college with a NASCAR driver, Austin Dillon. We were friends at one point, and then he became
plus
super
8,000.
famous.
Eric Almirola, make your money.
That's all I know about NASCAR.
Was
Jeff
he like
Gordon was
in
cool
college? He was a racer.
We were same grade. He was.
Was he like hot shit?
Kind of, yeah. Not because of his like what he had done. He comes from like a rich ass family, and then he won a couple years ago.
I feel like race car drivers clean up. Like,
for sure, it was North Carolina.
Especially like the F1 guys, like Lewis Hamilton, those guys in Monaco.
They look good in a hat, all of them.
What's up?
NASCAR drivers are good hat.
Good hat, yeah.
When you think of NASCAR,
like,
when you close your eyes, you think of NASCAR. What do you see?
I see Jeff Gordon with a hat on.
Okay, see that's because I see his. I see the rainbow car. I see the Rainbow Warrior car. Like that's what I see. I see his car.
Rainbow Warrior? Is that?
That was his nickname. He had like rainbow colors, the DuPont car.
Like
when I think Jeff Gordon.
Jeff Gordon. Okay.
Like when I think of NASCAR,
I do think of his car. I think of like all the.
I mean, I think of like Dale Earnhardt, but like it's always Jeff Gordon.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he is that dude.
Dale Earnhardt was cool too, but Jeff Gordon was so cool for like in that time. Like I don't know.
He's a good-looking guy.
Yeah,
he got a fit bill. Yeah. So anyway, stay tuned. Or tune to the NASCAR Cup Series and tune into NBC Sports. NBC Sports Network, Sunday 3 p.m. To watch the Cup Series at Michigan International Speedway. We start off with we got Kelly on here, so we gotta do this Bachelor story. I mean, this is some wacky fucking shit. Whether or not you're a Bachelor fan doesn't matter. Bachelor in Paradise is a bunch of people down in the beach like fucking each other, and I guess there's a winner and a loser, but not really.
Not really.
It's just there to like
Bachelor
fuck
in Paradise
around.
is kind of I would say Bachelor in Paradise is the closest to like the real world the Bachelor gets.
Yeah.
It's people
it's a fucking fantasy island fuck
People
fest.
come from like other seasons. They all come on together and they all like switch around, make out with each other, whatever. But
editing, much more creative editing.
Yeah, it's much more funny. Don't take yourself
it's
so
more
seriously.
fun. It's funny. It's silly.
And this
whatever.
chick on the show is like hooking up with one of the dudes and is like, oh, by the way, I fucked your uncle.
Yeah, so I'm glad that I'm honestly really glad that we're talking about this on the Rundown because my reaction when I heard this during the show, this woman, she never said that they fucked. They went on a date.
Come on.
Apparently they met on a dating app. It sounded like it wasn't that serious or something, but I was like, what the fuck? Everybody was like, whatever. Like, she's making out with him now. Like, she even said, like, oh, he's a better kisser than his uncle. Like, shit like that.
That is fucking weird.
It's insane.
It's insane. So they are now, it's literally only one episode has happened so far, but they are now pursuing a relationship even though she's like gone on dates with his uncle.
You can't be an Eskimo brother.
Imagine the wedding. No, you can't. The wedding.
That's what I said.
I'll tell you
I said, what about family functions?
I
What
feel
about things like
like
that?
somehow, some way, uncle is like the weirdest.
It is.
Like if your dad
creepy.
was single and you somehow did it with your dad, I don't think that's as weird as like uncle is
uncle
bizarre
is.
to me.
Uncle is bizarre.
Like you're high-fiving your uncle, like we both.
Because I feel like the uncle can have more like wiggle room to like give a wink to her too. Like it'd be a real weirdo.
Right,
creep.
that's what I'm saying. Just like a creepy weird.
Could be a nice guy.
You're absolutely correct. I think about like.
Could you pursue a girl that you didn't fuck your uncle?
No.
Like let's say she's
That's
great.
that is so bizarre.
But like let's say she's beautiful, great job, charming.
You're just gonna think about your uncle the whole time.
Did
that's what I
either
mean.
of you watch Gossip Girl?
No, I did not.
Blair Waldorf, she fucks Chuck Bass and also his uncle. It's like a whole thing.
Oh,
it's
so
like
it's just straight
it's
from
like
the
a spite
fucking-
thing and it's whatever. So
Yeah,
uncle,
but that's what I mean. When you do it on purpose,
that's
because you're doing it to like stick it to you, like you fucked your uncle.
true.
I fucked your uncle.
Yeah.
But not just like.
Also, the fact that
can you
he
let
had
go?
to tell her. Because this show, I will
Had to
say,
tell her.
great success rate on this show. Bachelor in Paradise has a
that's
great
turned out
track record.
babies and families and all sorts of shit.
So like, you have to like imagine she didn't say it, and then at the wedding
Then it pops up.
he went in for
Speak
a
now.
full kiss.
Forget it. Forget it. It'd be a nightmare. It'd be a true nightmare. But it was extremely weird. It was extremely weird to watch on the show. Everybody just kind of was like, oh, poop, made out with his uncle. Even like in the lower third, her thing was like Tayshaun dated Trey's uncle. Like, that was the thing. And I'm like, this is fucking
I mean, technically,
crazy.
there's
What are we doing
nothing
here?
like wrong with it, I guess. but,
Apparently
like,
they met on a dating app and just like went on a date. That's the story that she's sticking to,
No
and I guess
fucking
like
way.
whatever, man. Like whatever. It's strange. I would not want to do
So
that.
if you had your dream girl and she fucked your uncle, that would be it.
Yeah, there's just so many weird.
What about if your dream guy fucked your aunt?
I know I'd be pissed. I would be like
I
jealous
think
of my
that's
aunt
even weirder
forever.
somehow. Like,
Yeah, it is.
the aunt?
I'd be jealous of my aunt
Your aunt
forever.
got fucked by this guy. I don't know.
How could I? I hate the visual I have. How could I even continue? How could I not be jealous of my aunt? How could I not be like a little like fuck
What the
you?
fuck?
Like
Yeah,
if they're
yeah,
around,
yeah.
like I wouldn't want them to ever be alone in the kitchen, like on
Right.
Thanksgiving. Like
Yeah,
forget
yeah.
it. No,
You sucking
no,
his
no,
dick
no.
in there? What's going
Literally,
on?
yeah. Like where are you guys? Like where have you been? No, I'd be a nightmare. No. You can't fuck my family members. That's just it. You can't.
We got Bezos back in the news. Bezos is suing NASA because they went with Elon Musk for some sort of big contract for space travel and I believe something to do with like landing on the moon. So Blue Origin did not get the contract, and I guess he's suing. I'd imagine he has some sort of grounds, but this
Yeah,
just
like
feels
what?
like
God,
sour grapes.
imagine
Yeah, it does feel sour
having
grapes.
all of that money, even after giving half of it away.
I know.
Going to space, you control the country.
And I've
you
got
still,
suing
but-
NASA money,
But
bro.
you still, but like you still want to
I
go
know.
through with
I know.
that, like.
It just
Just
seems like
do
He's
Go, like,
suing
relax.
with like 2.9 billion.
Oh come on.
Because yeah, they awarded.
Just go like sit down for a little while.
That's what I'm saying. Just
Like
take a
watch,
break.
know what,
watch
though?
a show. Watch one of the
That's-
shows you put on your
To me,
platform.
That's just not how you get to be the
That's
billionaire.
true.
That
you
is
know?
That is true.
But just like you said, sour grapes. That to me makes it look like we get it, bro. Like you're not bothered by this.
What's
like,
the
you're
end
kinda like,
point
oh well,
for
fuck
him,
these
though?
guys.
Like where do you stop if you're
Yeah,
if
pride.
you're old Bezos?
I don't think you do. I think that's why he's like
He's-
he's
oh,
not
man.
stopping. He had to leave the planet to do his
So
next
much
trick,
money.
You
He's
know?
the Glenny
He
Balls
makes-
of the business world. He's got so
He
much
really
money.
is. He has so much money. So much
Unbelievable.
money. He's John D. Rockefeller, just like Glenny.
He wanted to design and develop a lunar lander to carry astronauts to the moon, ensuring that SpaceX will likely play a role in the first lunar landing and not Blue Origin. So that's like this little space trip. Like I went weightless for like 3 minutes. People are like that doesn't really count.
Yeah,
I think it
doesn't.
counts because it's like I think it's crazy that a dude took his own money and said fuck it, I'm going to space, and then just did it, and we're discounting it.
Yeah,
but I
that's
get
true.
it. You didn't really do anything. Being a part of the first, like when we go back to the moon, if there's a lunar landing, it's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
be a moment.
It's gonna be
with
huge.
Twitter
That's
and
huge.
social media.
Remember
Landing
the-
on the moon again is gonna be
forget it.
fucking
Remember
dope.
the
Yeah.
tweet that one guy, like, it's such a classic, like, dopey fucking news person tweet. He's like, you know, got 6 Americans going up in space right now. This might have been the moment we needed as a country. It's like, no, it really wasn't.
No,
Because it
actually,
It
nobody
really,
gave
like,
a
You know,
it
people
fuck,
hate
man.
NASA. People hate. We're about to do an episode where we're talking about Earth, and people were calling in being like fuck NASA. People hate NASA.
Why?
Apparently, it's a waste of money. Everybody's like,
Well,
NASA's a waste
that's
of money.
the
We should be
simple thing.
exploring Earth.
That's the endless debate. That's
People are
been
like,
the
we
debate
should
for
be
years.
exploring
though.
Earth. Like, we haven't explored the ocean. Why are we exploring
Sure.
space? We don't even
I
know our own
get
country.
that.
Why are we wasting money on NASA?
But space, bro?
I don't know.
Have you ever seen
Space is fine.
I mean,
Transformers?
space is cool, but
Space
so
is
is the
fire.
ocean. The ocean's scary.
Yeah,
Seen
well,
Trans-
and
we're
what if there's a
like,
lot of
why are we
cool
down
tech
there?
up there?
Yeah,
that we
who
haven't
knows?
You
discovered?
can't
We'll be
breathe in the ocean
fine.
either. You can't breathe up there. You can't breathe down here. Why don't we do it down here, and
Well-
then we'll figure it out up there?
Well, why not do that first instead of this?
I
Like, who
guess.
knows?
I
That
guess.
is so much cooler than that. Though.
Yes.
You think?
Significantly.
Yeah, you don't
I don't
think you don't
know.
think the ocean? You
The
think
Because we don't
ocean
even
is
know
cool.
what's
Space,
down
the
there.
infinite
And
frontier.
the unknown is what's cool.
James Cameron's seen everything in the water.
Yes.
We're fine.
I guess
Did
that's
you
He's
true.
done
That is-
everything
that
in
is
the
true.
water
That's
we need to
true.
see.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no
James
more to
Cameron
worry
has.
about.
posted this the other day, and I've said this forever. They found this deep sea. First time this was ever pictured.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
And so he said, if we ever found this on another planet, it would be like all that we're
True,
talking about.
true.
Yeah.
But we find this on our planet, and we're like, what the fuck? I understand what he's saying, but also kind of like, yeah, if this was on another planet, that means that it can sustain life. That
Right,
means
it's
that there
different.
might be other life forms.
Yeah.
This is just like, we know that shit lives in the ocean, and we found something that we've never seen before. Of course, it's not that big of a deal, Joe Rogan. But,
Yeah, but
he's
you
not
never
wrong.
know.
These things, that's a fucking alien.
That's
It
the
just
alien.
happens
That
to
was
be in the-
ridiculous.
in
that
the
was like a
ocean.
megalodon thing. Like
Yeah.
that was like a fake, like one
It's
of
called
those,
the
the
Deep Sea
Sharknado.
Ghost Shark. First
Jesus.
time that it's been on camera since 2016. Or
That's
no, when it was
horrifying.
filmed for the first time. It was filmed for the first time in 2016.
That's really scary.
That's cool.
I don't know. People say
Space
fuck
is cool,
NASA.
It's cool, but
Say-
space is cooler.
Space. If
Yeah,
there's a little
yeah,
bit,
yeah.
if there's like water on Mars, cooler.
I'm kind
Yeah.
of bummed out by this story though, because now it feels to me like Bezos and Elon Musk have beef. I thought that they were just kind of. I always kind of
Oh,
in my
no,
head
no,
was like,
no, those
oh,
guys.
maybe they could be like buddies, billionaires, like kind of get each other's goat a
I
little
think
bit.
they're kind of like
Sounds like they are
politicians at the
not.
end of the
Am I wrong?
day.
The
That,
SpaceX
like,
has been doing this for way longer than.
For sure.
in my mind, it
Bezos.
goes Branson,
Of course, but so why is he so-
Bezos, Musk.
Yeah,
in terms
Branson
of
kind
the-
of got like.
Yeah.
He got the shaft.
He
Yeah,
kind
he
of got
did.
shafted.
He did.
He also
He
was
was
the
doing
first
those
one of these
commercial
guys,
flights
really.
where people would
Yeah.
come. Yeah.
Yeah, and he did some cool shit, but he didn't really capitalize. And then Bezos came in and just made the most money. But then now Musk is the cool, I think he's kind of
yeah.
a fraud in a lot of ways, but he's definitely the
I think
top
he's
dog
cool.
right
I like
now.
Elon Musk.
I think those guys probably talk shit and hate each other and sue each other, but then they'll also like smoke a cigar, drink like
So that's why I
$1,000
like to
whiskey
have the
and be
image
like,
of them
we're the
doing
best,
that.
we're the best.
I
Not
like
to
to
be
have
too
the
like
image of them doing
genuine
that.
about it, but I actually think, or I actually feel like Elon Musk cares though. Or I don't think
About,
like I don't
if he's
I'm
well
with you
liked
on
and
that.
shit.
like he cares about going to like I think
Yeah.
like that matters
he wants
a
to
lot
change
to
the
him.
world. Bezos
where I
wants
think
the money.
Bezos like he'll just do it and be like on to the next
Definitely.
thing.
I mean, you just
On
look
to
at-
the next movie
just look at
studio. Where
social
actually
media
I
for
actually
all the-
truly like I know people are like whatever with Elon Musk a lot of times, but like I actually do think he cares a lot about space.
I
So,
think he
like,
does too.
I think that's that
But
type of shit you got to send up.
I think he cares about
Gotta give a
himself
shit.
too, though. Like he wants to go because space is interesting and science and all that shit. But he wants to go. Like he's
Yeah.
got the Twitter account. He's got the
wants to be involved, yeah.
He's a celebrity now.
For
you
sure,
know?
yeah.
Biggest mistake when Bezos wore the fucking cowboy hat.
Terrible.
I
Move.
feel like NASA was
Yeah.
like, nah.
No, that was
No,
yeah.
that's
We're not
Nah,
fucking
nah,
with that.
nah,
That
nah,
shit
yeah,
sucks.
you
Did you
can-
guys see some? I saw some shit the other day. Honestly, I don't know all the details, but apparently it's like more difficult than we thought it was going to be to be on the moon. Like there's something about the dirt on the moon will fuck us. Oh, the spacesuits. The spacesuits.
What? How are we
the
still on the moon? We
technology
went fucking 70
is
years
so
ago.
bad.
Yeah,
like
it's-
they went on it in
it's
the 60s
harder
and
now?
it like was like disintegrating or whatever. So now they're like, oh, we have to create all new spacesuits to land on the moon. That's why nobody's wanting to land on the moon because they have to spend all this time and energy
Could you
creating these
imagine?
new
Well,
spacesuits
because
for
we've
the
never
moon.
been there.
I mean, that's what
this
would
is the first time ever.
I'm not a truther on that, but that would
If all of a
explain
sudden we
that.
don't
That
have the
makes-
right suits,
That's what I'm saying.
that
All of a
is
sudden,
the
I read that
smoking
and I went,
gun I've been
"Aw."
looking for.
What a big slip up that would be.
Yeah. Yeah, it would
Imagine
be.
that.
That's
Imagine
how we
if they
blew
would
it.
have to admit that, like,
They said like,
we golfed
the
on the moon.
technology
Yeah.
that was used in the 60s is outdated and not good. But I'm like, okay, but it worked in the 60s allegedly. Now all of a sudden it doesn't work. Don't you think it'd be way easier to have better
never
spacesuits now?
fucking happened.
I don't know. Fuck NASA apparently, according to everybody.
We got this dad going viral on TikTok for fucking with his kids. It's a slow day, folks. I'm not gonna lie. It's a slow fucking day.
It really is.
So you're gonna
He's
fuck
talked
with your
about
kids.
NASA for
This
so long.
dad
Fuck with
being
your
a
kids like that.
dad
Oh,
being
you
a
know
dick
what?
to
Dad
Fuck
his
that.
being
kids.
We'll
dad,
talk. Abella Danger was on Kevin Clancy's show. She's on KFC Radio.
Oh, yeah, Abella's
She's
great.
going back to college. A porn star in college.
Yeah.
Is one of the more preposterous ideas. Like, she's not going to just do like higher education on Zoom. She's going to be in class, on campus, like with her fucking books and all that shit.
How old is Abella?
She's 25 now.
Oh, so
started
she's
when she was
so-
18. Started
tell
in the
you
game,
what,
so
I
she
don't
never
know if
got
you
to
remember
That's what I'm saying,
college.
but that's still she's still like young enough to be
Oh yeah,
to,
yeah,
like
yeah.
be in college. and
She'll be
feel
the
college
oldest, like
experience,
But yeah, she's still
Barely.
young enough.
Yeah.
I don't know how much you remember about college, but a lot of horny weirdos there.
Yeah.
College
gonna
is
be
entirely
a couple
comprised
of
of horny
horny
weirdos
weirdos.
trying
That
to
is-
figure out how to not be horny weirdos
Yep.
anymore.
A
I don't know
Couple
if I
horny
like
weirdos at
that
college.
more or J.R. Smith trying to play D1 golf, which I do think is like.
That
I
is
think they
funny,
should
too.
let it happen. That's amazing.
They should do like that. Should be a side-by-side series. I told Abella like Abella Goes to College could be a reality show, at least like on the internet.
Yeah.
Just like her at class, her in the cafeteria, her in the library, her trying to join clubs.
And it was so funny because like I had to go to like student orientation, and the
Oh my God.
yeah, because all my
I
classes
can't
are in
even
person.
imagine you in
All
college.
of
This
them
is
were
gonna
in
be a
person.
fucking shit show, Abella.
know.
When you walk in the
I know.
first day,
Yeah,
Forget
no, so
it.
and I'm just sitting in this room with like hundreds of like 18-year-olds, and thankfully
This
we all
is-
had to wear
I
masks.
mean, this is the script of one of your scenes eventually,
I
no
know,
doubt. If you don't make a
and
movie out of this, you're crazy.
I definitely,
You're
like-
gonna walk in, and it's gonna be like every guy in the room's gonna be like, "Oh my God," and every girl in the room's gonna be like, "Well, who the fuck is this bitch?"
I know. I want to be like in a class with like all these 18-year-olds.
That is gonna be so fun. I need to come see you. I need to like
know.
sit in an auditorium and just watch the class react.
I know it's August 24th. It's coming.
Yeah, like her first
Imagine
couple
her
weeks
being
at
like,
school.
"I'm a yearbook."
Like
I'm-
once she gets in there and everybody gets used to like a porn star on campus, it's fine. But in the beginning, when people aren't used to it, people are gonna be like freaking out about it, and all the guys are gonna be mesmerized and like
the guys are
drooling
gonna
on
be mesmerized.
themselves
The
with their
girls
dicks
are gonna
out.
fucking hate her.
Yeah.
She said she signed up
they
for
might
all
hate her.
male professors. I'm like, I bet you did.
That's really
I
smart.
bet you
Gotta
did.
do that.
Yeah.
Gotta do
So
that.
she's
the
like-
girls, some of the girls might hate her, but some of the girls might really love her. I mean, bitches are sexually.
Yeah,
awoken
bitches
these
are all
days.
over the place
People-
these
we love
days.
it. You might see in whatever college she's going to, you might see an uprising
No,
in
but
OnlyFans from that school.
But ultimately, girls want attention, and when that
Yes.
girl walks in and takes all of the attention,
The-
Yeah.
I would
They're not
love
gonna
to
be
she
see.
might spread it around. Like she's good about that. Like she would
Yeah.
bring it. Like she'll be friends with the girls and spread the tension around. You know what I mean? Like she'll share the wealth as far as like the porn goes.
A
I
live
think.
feed of like the first day of her, like if she's in like a big forum type class, of seeing like the guys kind of like just waiting to see where she sits. Like,
Yeah.
think
I would
about-
like to see
she
cameras
walks
that
in-
everybody's on their phone like Googling her to see if it's her. That's what I want
she
to see.
walks in, to the auditorium or one of those like bigger classrooms, whatever, and the amount of guys who are going to be like, wait, what the fuck is going on here? Like,
That's
what?
not her
And then
real
the
name,
amount
right?
of girls who are gonna be like, well, who's this bitch? Because they might not know her, but they're gonna see her and be like, "Who's that
And, like,
chick with
clearly
the
she's getting
ass and
attention.
the fucking?"
What,
That's not her real name. Though.
Obviously, it's not her real name. So I feel like people. The only way people are gonna know is based on like just they have to
Looking
know
at
what she
her?
looks like. Yeah, they have
Yeah.
to know what she looks like.
Very
so
visible
and they'll
job.
know maybe from appearances here. Maybe they'll know
also,
mostly from.
She gonna go
porn.
like a little Clark Kent. She gonna try to disguise.
I
Yeah,
don't think
throw
so. I
on
think
some
she's gonna let her rip.
Prosthetic
think,
nose.
I mean, you
yeah.
got to, I guess.
And even when she is just like when she's not wearing her superhero outfit,
Yeah,
she's wearing like tank tops and spandex shorts
Yeah,
and
she
shit.
dresses
Like
hot.
she's gonna roll in, whether or not people know she's a porn star, they're gonna be like, well, who's this bitch?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a scene.
That's exciting. Good for her going back. Doing
I wonder how many girls and shit are like. I mean, in college, you probably are like sitting in class being like, she does OnlyFans. She's
I bet a lot
basically
of
porn
girls
star.
do now.
That
That's
is-
saying all these girls
which-
are woke on sex all of a sudden. So.
Yeah.
A lot of respect for going back, because being
Lot of
successful
respect.
then wanting to go back to school is insanity.
You know why?
man.
She was
nuts.
like, I work 2 to 3 days a month. That's it. She's like, I'm fucking bored.
Oh,
I need
wow.
to do stuff.
Honestly,
So she was like, she
I bet
said,
she's gonna do great.
she
Like people
said-
like that is they're dedicated. She's gonna work really hard. It's gonna be good.
she was like, I might get my master's. She's like, it'll take like 10 years, but I could just keep doing it. I'm like, yeah. I mean,
Good
you're
for
rich
her.
and you fuck for money. You might as well just like learn some shit at the
Why
same
not?
time.
Yeah.
International relations
I
is
hate
her,
school
which
so
is very
much.
funny.
That is
You're not
really
a school guy.
Oh fuck.
I hate
no.
school.
Really?
I hate
That
school.
no, I
always hate
That's
it.
why you're doing the dozen now. You ask the questions, and
Fuck,
we've got to
I
answer.
just-
You
Yep.
just sit there
School.
like Trebek laughing behind the card with the answers. I
Actually,
see
like,
you.
when I see photos of like now I have some friends from high school who have kids who are starting to like first grade, I get anxiety for them. I'm like, Jesus Christ, they got to do like
Years and years.
I'm like, I'm thinking back to I just didn't never dawned to me in like second grade. Like, good Lord.
Once like
I had to do
second
much
grade,
time.
like it doesn't
14
start
years or
getting
whatever.
hard until like I think I remember like fifth grade was where it really started with like homework and being
Sixth grade
difficult.
for me was hard because it was like
And-
math got harder.
But then it's like you're gonna go from like 8:30 to like 2:30, 3 o'clock every year, 3/4 of the
day.
year
It's
for the
just-
next like 15 years.
Yeah, it's just
That's
it
fucked,
kills me.
man. It's
Oh
a lot of
my
work.
God.
School is horrible.
All right, last
That's
topic.
people who are like, I want to live a second life. No.
No,
I don't want to go to school.
Not at
I don't
all.
want to
I'm
do
all
like
set. I'm all
No.
set on
I don't
one
wanna
life.
do
I don't
school
need two.
again.
Yeah.
like there's a really shitty Mark Wahlberg movie that just came out called Infinite.
Yes.
Oh, people are
Awful.
saying that
So
it's
bad,
Yeah.
really?
I've
Was
been
he in
hearing
it?
that. I haven't seen
Did
it
I
myself.
make that up? I think it's Mark Wahlberg.
No, I think you're right because
God, it
people were
was
talking
so
shit
bad.
about Mark Wahlberg
Him
the
and
other day.
Chiwetel Ejiofor, and basically these characters.
He's in it.
Yeah, awful. It's on Paramount Plus. Awful.
Yeah.
These characters in their next lives remember their past lives. I can't imagine, like first or second grade, going, no,
I gotta
school.
do this.
Yeah,
You do
yeah.
all this shit
Yeah.
again.
No,
Maybe unless you
forget
remember
it.
all the answers. What are the chances of that?
No,
History
it's not gonna
change.
be a thing.
Sounds awful.
Everybody
that,
knows you don't remember your answers in reincarnation. Come
No,
on.
No.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. Clean slate. Wipe it
Yeah.
clean.
All right, last topic. Mets are in a free fall, under 500, 4.5 games out.
Where is he?
I don't know. Frank's
yeah.
nowhere to be found.
computer's
Dave and
open.
the Yankee fans are propping up the Frank was right campaign.
There was a
I can't
glow.
even
They were
bothered.
slamming you yesterday,
I can't
big
be
time.
bothered by the trolling at this point.
They were
If you-
slamming you good yesterday.
Mets fans got to close ranks here. Like non-Mets fans, they love Frank. When you pop in and occasionally see a Frank meltdown, you get a kick out of it. Regular Mets fans who are watching every game and following along on social media every night, they fucking hate this, as they should. It's stupid. Don't take the bait. I can't take it anymore.
The glow on Dave's face in the rundown yesterday.
Dave loves it. Loves
you
it.
just saw he found something.
Yeah. Well,
Found
that's.
a-
I mean,
found a
this is
little-
always.
yeah.
He
He's
used
been
to-
asking him every day this week. Every time he walks by Frank, he's like, Frank, Kevin apologized yet? And I've heard it like 12 times.
The fact that Clem and KFC don't have to dig in to apologize. I've seen the things. Kevin sits there and yells at Frank, like, "Oh, you don't appreciate him. You're not a Mets fan." He's the only Mets fan. If you don't hold the team accountable, they're gonna do this. What's their record since the All-Star break?
It's like 7 games under.
Unbelievable.
They're now actually 59-59 on the season. And by the way, the only games they've won in August were against the Nationals, who basically sold everyone off and haven't won a game this month.
Frank was right.
He did this with the Wilpons with me when the Wilpons were selling, but then not selling. Dave tried to be like, no, the Wilpons are great. They're my good friend.
He's like your bestie. He
Now
took
he's
selfies
trolling
with
with
what's his
Frank.
face, right?
What's that?
Did he take like a pic with?
Yeah,
Steve
that's what I
Wilpon?
mean.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I
he,
remember.
Dave's always going to be like subtweeting and taking shots at me and taking chances.
Are you selling
any
shut the
chance to
fuck up
with me.
Frank shirts?
Yeah, oh yeah. As soon as
I thought you said fuck Frank shot.
well, yeah.
You just
The only
go
thing
at
was
it.
because of the video that I always post. Shut the fuck up, Frank.
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up, Frank!
Everyone knows that video, so I just put it in.
He's got Frank is right shirts.
Well, as soon as I heard Frank was right, I texted Merch and I said, as soon as those are live, mine's live too.
Yeah.
So it was like, I'm not letting this fucking happen. So,
The
so we had our
Steve
own.
Cohen tweet this morning did you no favors.
I like it. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with some fucking honesty
it's cool
for a
that he
change.
calls him out, yeah.
Yeah. Like Pete Alonso's been like, smile, man. We're playing baseball. Hey, we're just getting unlucky. No, man, you stink. Like tell it like it
you're
fucking
just not
is.
playing well.
You can't. I get it. They can't just be like, we fucking suck and we have no chance of coming back. But the fans don't want to hear this shit of like, smile. Just smile, we're playing baseball. It's like, baseball ruined my life. I fucking hate baseball.
Which you agree, like, he is right in that sense, Frank, but you're saying
No,
he
listen.
wasn't right because it started in April.
Listen,
No.
I've been in the business of saying the Mets stink for the last 30 years. If you predict the Mets are bad and they're going to miss the playoffs every year, you're going to win. You're going to be right every time. When you're incorrect every day and every night for like 120 straight days, and then when they finally play the two best teams in baseball and lose, you're going to proclaim yourself right.
Feeble from the start.
Oh no.
Feeble now. They're feeble every day of the week. They are in the bottom 10 in every category.
The offense
They're
is bad,
feeble.
yeah.
Their offense is pathetic. It's
Yeah.
awful. And that's what
Show
I've been
the shirt,
talking about
Kevin.
all season.
Oh, yeah, he's got feeble.
Feeble.
Yeah, the offense has been bad. The offense has been injured
They're
and then
feeble.
bad.
Feeble as a team could be. They can't hit a pitch.
What song is that?
To save their fucking
Actually,
lives.
It's a new one. It's a new Feeble song.
They're feeble.
Is it
Feeble as a
based on something?
team could be.
You don't think so?
They can't take a pitch. They can't hit anything at all. They'll leave everyone on base. That's all I know. This has never been a team as feeble as this. They're feeble. Feeble as a team could be.
Verse 3.
That's
Let's
very
go, keep it
show
going.
tunesy.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that
Okay.
based on
Okay.
something or
Like-
is that an original? Frank,
Wait,
It's based on Shameless.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We have our new
There we go.
rule though. I need you to say something positive. It doesn't have to be about the Mets. And you can't say you made a lot of money on Cameo because you used that the other day.
Yeah.
Something positive.
The season's gonna end soon.
Nice.
Actually, here it is. Steve Cohen today tweeted, "Frank was right."
It's tough. That's tough.
That's what he said.
No,
That's what he said. That's exactly what he said today with those comments. Finally, someone says something and everyone's going, "Oh dear, how can he say this about the team?" Because they do suck. They can't hit, and it's awful baseball. It's boring baseball, and it's the worst I've ever seen.
Okay.
What do you think?
I mean, yeah, listen, you said that all year long and were wrong about it for like 100 straight days, and now you're right when they're playing bad.
Wrong about
you were,
it.
dude.
They
you
were
were
playing bad teams.
Bro,
they were
the entire season they're playing bad teams. Okay,
The
Frank.
entire division has been terrible.
And
the Mets just
you've
now
made like
hit the
60,000 predictions that have all been wrong. So how
All
are
I
you
know
right?
is that they scored 2 or 3 runs a game. It's torture.
Frank, if
it's
you
exclusion.
just sat
it's like
there
having your
and said that the
fingernails
Mets,
pulled.
listen, if you told me that the Mets were going to continue to be snake bitten by injury, we're going to have players that never break out of their slump, and that DeGrom and Lindor were going to get hurt, and that the rest of the NL East was going to start to put it together, then I would tell you you were right. You never said any of
That's
that
what
shit.
I was saying.
No,
It's
you didn't.
unsustainable.
You were
I was
saying
saying all year
ridiculous
it's
shit the whole
unsustainable.
fucking year.
I was saying it's unsustainable. It's going to fall apart, and
listen,
it has.
and if nobody disagrees with that, dude. Everybody has been saying from the jump that there's no way we can continue with these replacement players. The NL East needs to
but you
continue.
kept saying,
And if you
we're
just
in
said
first
that,
place, we're in
Frank,
first
then we'd
place.
all be on the same fucking
But
page.
that's-
But your nonsense where you scream about the most ridiculous shit ever
Yeah,
is
the
bullshit.
fact that
You're wrong
that
all the time.
They're 1 for 41 in their last 41 at bats with runners in scoring position. I mean, it's awful.
So like when you sat there and be like, we're never gonna win a game in June, and we just had a good June, you were wrong the whole fucking
it's
month. When you make
called
predictions,
being what you call.
it's called being what you McCall.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
You're breaking
exactly,
down.
Frank.
You're breaking
It's
down.
called.
Frank, what you
broke
McCall?
Yes, the Mets have broken me because I have PTSD from watching this team every time. They're the most.
And then also,
feeble
Frank,
bunch
here's what you
ever.
don't understand. Because listen, I've been the negative Mets fan forever here. You have to balance it out with the occasional enjoyment of the team.
But-
you listen, you're not a Mets fan, dude.
When-
you want the Mets to lose.
When they win, I don't feel joy. I feel relief.
You would rather the Mets lose and prove you quote unquote right than the Mets win and prove
I
you
would
wrong.
rather you be right And
I don't think you would. I genuinely don't think you would.
Because I told you they're going to go 0-13 in this stretch. You said, no, impossible. They're not going to win a game because they're incapable of it. They're going to get embarrassed in L.A. They've been embarrassed by the Dodgers at home.
And you're the happiest guy in the fucking world.
And then you got Marcus Stroman tweeting out 90 times last night, look at the play I made.
Yeah, that was bad. The Pete Alonso comments and the Stroman post game. Yeah, listen, there's a lot of bad shit.
We're in a good place. We're in a good place. We're in third place. It's a good place. And you'll be in last place. You know, we're still in a good place.
We got to go recharge, Frank. We got to change your
Reboot,
battery.
Frank.
We got to change your battery.
Yeah.
All right, that's the rundown. Whatchamacallit?
I'm trying to come up with the word. I'm trying to be like emphasize just how frustrated I am.